Hello everyone, welcome to Whisper the Mystery. A very warm welcome to all the new and existing subscribers. Welcome to the family. In today's reading, we're going to look into what is people's first impression about you. So there are three piles over here. This is the first pile, the red heart, the second pile, the blue heart, and the third pile, the white heart. So please take a moment, meditate on the cards, and use your intuition to choose the pile. You could also pause the video to meditate on them. And when you're ready, we'll begin with the first pile, the red heart. Welcome pile 1, all those who have chosen the red heart. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. We're now going to look into what are people's first impression about you. So I've already shuffled the cards, but before starting, I'd just like to make a quick announcement. So besides offering a tarot and personal reading, I'm also offering various courses where I'm teaching tarot card reading. That's one of them. So if you'd like to be a tarot card reader. And the second one is how to start your own online spiritual business. So maybe you already have a gift, you might be afraid to share it in front of the world, or you don't know how to go about it. Or maybe you have started something, but it's not going that great. So for any of these services, you could email me. My email address is mentioned in the description below. Or you could follow me on Instagram called monica.whisperthemystery. So let's now start with the reading. And we first have here, okay, we have it a Four of Swords. Six of Wands. Nine of Pentacles, detach, seek, just read a bit, okay, first chakra, dissipating, and image number 42. Okay, I'll just tune into the energy here. Pile 1. What are people's first impression about you? So I'm getting a very solitary feeling over here in all the cards. Like we have here seek, we have here detach, we have here quite a few cards here, and the Nine of Pentacles as well, which is a very independent but solo energy here. So people's first impression about you is that you are not a very social person. So even, for example, if you are meeting someone, you'll just be like, you know, hi, hello, and maybe wouldn't make big plans about it or talk a lot about catching up. It's not that. They see you as someone who is kind of very busy in their own world. And definitely someone who's very, very independent, very free-minded as well. They don't see this conventional thinking somehow when they look at you. You seem to be someone pretty unconventional. Maybe it's the way you dress, it's not exactly the norm. So for example, if someone meets you at work, you might not be the one who typically wears like a trouser and blazer or something like that. You know, you could have your own fashion style. So even when they see you at uni or somewhere around there, your styling could be very different to the way other people do it. So there is a sort of uniqueness within you when they do look at you. I'm seeing birds everywhere here, and I'm seeing this being represented as freedom. So you come across as someone to be very, very free spirit here, I'm sensing. And however, there is a sort of seriousness as well when they look at you. So there is this sense where, I don't know, it's like, you know, you're probably someone who thinks a lot or who's gone through quite a lot in life, and that's the reason why you have that expression where, you know, don't mess with me, I'm pretty serious, that sort of thing. But because of that, you also come across to be someone very intellectual here, I'm sensing. So yeah, one is definitely your unconventional looks, which really, really stand out here. And even here with the Four of Swords, okay, I'm getting a very relaxed energy, very slow-paced energy. So you're not someone who rushes into things, who quickly, runs around and do stuff. You have a very relaxed, very poised type of energy, which I'm sensing from you. And no, maybe you don't come across to be someone who's very interested in sports or very interested in activities. You come across to be someone who is more, because I'm getting a lot of energy here where someone is meditating. But of course, looking at you first time, nobody would say, oh, he or she meditates. It's not that. But it's the energy of very calm, okay, very centered. There is no, they can't sense this anxiety or this rush within you. So it's like if you want something, you'll plan it, prepare it, and do it. That's how you come across, even though inside you must be having a waves of emotions or just so many things happening in your heart. But externally, you come across to be someone very, very centered, very calm. Your voice as well could be, very soothing, because that's how I feel you are transmuting. You also somehow come across to be someone very wealthy. Now, this wealth doesn't mean, again, that you'll probably be, carrying branded stuff or wearing fancy jewelry. No, but somehow I'm sensing with this, especially here with the Nine of Cups, this Nine of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles energy, if you can see clearly, okay, it's kind of very different to the other decks which we have. With this Nine of Pentacles is someone who does have prosperity, but they don't show off. So you don't come across to be someone who's very loud. Well, you could be loud in your clothes, but not in the sense where, look at me, I've got, so much money, I'm showing off. Not that at all. Rather, you do come across as someone very, very down to earth, very warm here, I'm sensing. Now, there is a feeling here where you're just sitting most of the time, okay? So maybe for some of you, you come across to be way too relaxed, right? And this can mean several things. So for example, if you're at work and your boss is seeing you way too relaxed, they might think that, oh, maybe this person's not really working that much. Though you are working, because with the Nine of Pentacles, I'm seeing you someone as a very hardworking energy here. But that's how your energy is, okay? Your energy is someone who is extremely calm. Even under pressure here, you know how to relax yourself. You just know how to work on yourself. Okay, now they also do see you as someone who's very victorious, and with the Six of Wands is someone who's had a lot of achievements in life, and really they do also see that you do have a lot of admirers and followers. So some of you, maybe, the first impression is from someone who's seeing you on social media. So when they look at your profile, they feel that you do have a lot of followers, a lot of people who like you, admire you. But in the other forms of life, if this is not social media, generally as well, they would see that you're surrounded by really nice people, really good people who really cherish you, really, really admire you, okay? But yes, this is one thing where I feel like your heart is not very open immediately to new people. Okay, your heart is very open to people who are in your circle, whom you know, but not particularly to new people. So new people kind of have to struggle and find their way into your heart. All right, and your conversations as well could be based, first time your conversation could be based around by what's happening in the entertainment industry. Maybe this is something you're very fond of, or something that is happening in the news, but more than news, I do feel somehow it's more relating to entertainment. Okay, so this is something I feel where you can base a lot of your conversation for. The interesting part in most of the cards here, I am seeing birds. As I said initially, it is a sense of freedom, but it's also, I'm sensing like, you wouldn't really, initially, you wouldn't really talk a lot about what you're feeling truly, but your body language will give it a lot. So it's more like your other signs here needs to be noticed, actually. So that's the reason why very few people will actually know you, because they will understand your body language instead of the words you speak. Okay, and I'm looking at this image number 42 over here. I'm getting a feeling for a lot of you, number 6 could be highly significant as well. But yeah, this is the one energy again which I'm getting from this is is people don't feel in the first impression that you're very hardworking. Okay, this I must say. They feel you're very relaxed, things come very easily to you, and yeah, things just flow towards you, but they don't know the amount of hard work you are doing behind the scenes. Okay, because this, if you can see clearly, this is someone front and this is someone behind the scenes. So behind the scenes is someone who is very, very hardworking, but at the front is someone who's all relaxed, who's not even working, you know. So yeah, they don't feel like you are someone who's put in a lot of effort. So even if someone, you know, first time notices your social media, it looks fairly easy, right? But only people who have done things behind the screen know how much work this actually takes, right? Even this reading, for example, takes a lot of work. It's not just me just recording and uploading it, not at all. So that's the type of energy here I'm sensing for you, okay? And with the first chakra, I also feel like, you know, initially you could come across someone who doesn't really talk a lot, but I feel like what you do say kind of, you know, just touches the point, at times can even prick, okay? So your words are extremely, extremely powerful here, I'm sensing. All right, Pile 1, I hope you resonated with this reading. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And as I said in the beginning, I'm offering various types of reading, soul reading, tarot reading, and coaching. And I'm also offering 2 courses where you can learn how to read tarot cards and be a tarot card reader, or also start your own online spiritual business. So all the details are mentioned below, and I shall see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye. Welcome, Pile 2, all those who have chosen the blue heart. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. We're now going to look into what are people's first impression about you. Okay, and I've already pre-shuffled the cards, but before starting, I'd just like to make a very quick announcement. So besides offering a personal tarot reading, soul reading, and coaching, I'm also offering 2 courses. The first is if you'd like to be a tarot card reader, so you can learn tarot card reading. And the second is starting your own online spiritual business. So you could be someone who already has gifts, but maybe you're afraid to show it to the world, or you don't know how to go about it, how to, you know, put yourself out there, how to market, so many other things. Or you already have an online spiritual business, but it's not going that successfully. So if you're interested in any of these services, you could email me. My email address is mentioned in the description below, or you could follow me on Instagram called monica.whisperthemystery. So let's move to the reading now. And we first have here Queen of Cups. Okay. Right, we have another queen here, Queen of Wands. We have 5 of Wands. Helpless and hopeless. Okay, we have Move. Attachment, Trickery, and image number 15. Okay, I'll just tune into the energy here. Pile 2. So what are people's first impression about you? You know, we have 2 queens over here, which is so amazing and interesting. So we have your Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So first of all, Pile 2, you come across to be someone who is very strong, okay? Very, very strong. At the same time, very feminine as well, especially with the Queen energies coming up here, right? So there is a lot which you give people. You come across to be someone very generous, someone very helpful. But I'm also getting the feeling here where it's a, you know, it's a mixed energy over here, because some of them, when they look at you, they feel you are, you know, a proper girl, okay, where you could be a guy watching it, but more on the feminine side, okay, where they get a sense that you probably do not get along too much with the people of the same sex. Okay, that's what I'm kind of feeling. I'm sensing a sense of rivalry over here. So they feel that you probably get along more better with the people with the opposite sex. Now, please let me know how this resonates, because I'm getting this quite strongly over here, pal 2, right? So there is a very, you know how they say, like, so this could be, for example, if you're a woman watching, your good friends might be more, or you kind of get along well better with the opposite sex. And similarly, if you know you're a male watching, maybe you gel better with the opposite sex. So that's the energy, the feeling here I'm kind of getting for you. All right. And this is the first impression which people get. So maybe it's something, you know, where they see you maybe being more friendly with the other side, and that's what they're kind of judging through it. Okay, so maybe it might not be true, but that's how they're judging through it. Now, they see you as, like I said, someone very strong, very intuitive, right? Who knows what they want. Someone you really, really cannot mess with. Definitely not. Because we have here also the trickery card, and I'm sensing that people feel they cannot mess around with you. You are very sharp. You are very smart. And that's how you come across to be. In spite of you being very feminine, in spite of you being very, you know, more on the giving side, more the emotional side, but you also have the other side, which is this, the Queen of Wands, which is in their power. So you come across to be very, very strong, and they feel like you can see through them. That's the thing, pal 2. They feel like you can see through them, and they cannot mess around with you. They absolutely cannot. Now, I am sensing over here as well that there's something about your physical looks. Okay, there is something very attractive. People usually get very physically attracted towards you, I'm sensing, because you kind of have this perfect blend, right? With the Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands over here, it's like a perfect combination, which many people are looking for. It's like hot and sexy and emotional. You've got everything within you, which people would like, people would love. So I am sensing with this as well that people in the first impression, especially if it's the opposite sex you're dealing with, would try flirting with you quite a lot. Okay, I don't know if you are usually aware of this or not, but they try to flirt with you. All right, and yeah, but here it's they try to win your heart in the beginning. So you might feel quite a lot that when you meet someone for the first time, they're generally very nice to you, right? And there is a reason behind that, because they're trying to win you over. And the thing is, this trickery is definitely a lot from the other side, where they're trying to woo you, they're trying to impress you. Okay, so it's like, okay, what's your first impression? But here people are trying to create a good impression about themselves to you. And the problem is they might not be 100% honest. Okay, that is the thing I'm sensing. They might not be 100% honest. A lot of them, when they deal with you, because they just want to, you know, be romantically involved with you. That's how I'm sensing. You could be having many suitors. You could be having many admirers as well. I'm seeing with the Five of Wands. So yeah, there is this thing a lot here I'm sensing with the opposite person here. I'm sensing pal 2. So it's more like, you know, when it's the same sex who is thinking about you, it's very different to how the opposite sex would think. When it's the same sex, they feel like they don't think anything about competition. Rather, you complement each other, they get along with you, and they do not think anything different. They were like, okay, yeah, you know, she's smart, she's intelligent, she's this, I'm smart and intelligent as well. So, you know, you'll complement each other. But when it's the opposite sex, they have so many things going on in their head when they see you, and more like, you know, oh, she's this, she's that. They start fantasizing, and they start thinking ways of how they can get closer to you. So yeah, it's a bit different. Okay, and yeah, even with this card here, number 15, can you see it's more like a romantic thing? So people want to get, a lot of them want to get romantically involved with you over here. So it's very different here when it comes to both the sexes here. What else I'm getting here? Helpless and hopeless. They feel like also that you've had particular challenges in your life, pal 2, right? But they feel like you're very strong. They feel you're someone who can find your way out. They really think you're really, really smart and emotional. They feel you have everything, pile 2. So even though if there's any difficult situation which might incur in your life, or they think about it, they feel you can just resolve it. You can do anything. You can use different techniques, different ways to kind of overcome a particular situation here, I'm sensing. But yeah, people get really obsessed by you, pile 2, I must say that. There are many people who, once they meet you, they can't stop thinking about you. It's like an obsessive energy here, I'm sensing. I can say though is that some same-sex people, when they see you, they might find you like a threat, okay? And that's the reason why they might feel like, oh, you both are alike, you both are at par, because they could potentially see these qualities within you and find you as a little bit threat, okay? But the opposite sex will not find you as a threat. They would actually understand this and feel like they have a chance with you. And yeah, it's a very warm, no, not warm, high sexual energy here, which I'm sensing. Okay, so only I would say is just be careful. It's when people meet you for the first time and try to win you over, go very slow in case, because they might not be very honest. It might not be their true color. They probably just want to impress you, right? That's the energy I'm getting. And yeah, I guess that's it for you, pile 2. Right, I hope you resonated with this reading. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. As I mentioned earlier, we're offering various readings and courses. So if you're interested in any of the services, you could email me. My email address is mentioned in the description below. And you can follow me on Instagram called monica.whisperthemystery. I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye. Welcome, pile 3, all those who've chosen the white heart. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. We're now going to look into what are people's first impression about you. So before proceeding with the reading, I'll just make a quick announcement. So besides offering a personal tarot reading, soul reading, and coaching, I'm also offering 2 courses. The first one is how to read tarot card readings. So that's if you'd like to be a tarot card reader. And the second one is how to start your own online spiritual business. So it could be someone who do have some gifts, but maybe you're afraid to share it with the world, or you just find it too complicating, don't know how to go about it. So we start with like starting a platform, how to market yourself and all this stuff. Or maybe you already have started an online business, but it's not running that successfully. So for any of the services, you could email me. My email address is mentioned in the description below, or you could follow me on Instagram called monica.whisperthemystery. Right, so let's begin with the reading. And we first have here, oh, love it, King of Wands. Okay. Fate. Judgment. 9 of Cups. 6th chakra. Darkest fears. Coming together, and image number 28. Okay, pile 3, I'll just tune into the energy here. Pile 3, so I'm getting a very strong feeling from this. Especially with the Fate and Judgment card here together with the King of Wands. So you could come across to be someone who is very religious or spiritual. Okay, someone who does believe in karma, someone who does believe in life, law of attraction. That's how you're coming across to be, because we have your Fate here and we have it the 6th chakra as well. So it's a beautiful combination of, religion and spirituality over here. So that's how you come across to be, pile 3. It's very interesting that people see this right in the first impression, because there is something very, very powerful about you, which people can see in your eyes, right? They can really see this. And I must say that people get really, people when they meet you for the first time can get a bit very overwhelmed. They feel like you can see them. They feel like, you just see through them, right through them. But it creates a lot of fear within them. It just makes them feel like they're very transparent, and everybody doesn't want to be seen. Everybody doesn't want to be, especially in the first time, they do not want to feel like you know everything about them. But the good part is people feel very comfortable as well, even in the first instance, to talk about themselves very openly to you. They feel like you have a very healing quality, so they feel like they can trust you. There is a lot of trust here, I'm sensing. They feel they can trust you, they can open up to you and share about their lives to you. Even though they might hide, you'll be like, are you sure? Just by you saying that, it's just going to make the person open up and speak everything about themselves. So yes, initially there is this fear that you're able to read them, but eventually that turns into faith and trust, because they feel like, they can rely on you. All right. And with the King of Wands, it's a very fiery energy over here. But the King is someone who has things in their control, right? And that's the reason why they have this faith and the trust in you, because they know that you are the King. You come across to be someone very responsible, someone who does things for them very quickly. And it's someone, you come across to be someone who's very, very reliable. And if you do say that an action would be done, you will make sure that it is done. So that's the reason. It's like your words, they carry a lot of weight, and what you say you will do, you actually do it, and this multiplies people's faith and trust in you here, I'm sensing. It's for some reason with the Nine of Cups, they feel like you can make their wishes come true. It's very weird. Pile 3, I don't know why. Maybe some of you are healers, some of you are in this type of field where you're helping people a lot, maybe. So they somehow feel like you can help them to make their wishes and dreams come true. When they meet you, they feel like they're blessed. They feel like it's an answered prayer of some sort. And it's not like you are the answer to their prayer. It's not that. But it's like somehow what you say can really make a difference to this person's life. And they felt like, yeah, this is something what I needed to hear, So it's unknowingly you help people, I'm sensing. Okay, and it's very unknowingly, because I feel like you're not aware of this. How are you? You are absolutely not aware of this. But this is the strong, strong aura and impression here, which you create in people's life. See here again, this number 2 coming together, is people feel this emotional connection when they start talking to you. It's like you really understand them. You know where they're coming from. You can read their mind, especially here with the 6th chakra over here. You know absolutely what they're experiencing, what they're going through. Is their laugh, is their smile, is that genuine, or is it something which they're making up? And this just brings someone, the other person, emotionally connected to you. Of course, this would be if you wanted, okay? This would be if, once you start talking to them, this is basically once you emotionally interact with someone, they get emotionally pulled in towards you, right? That's what I'm sensing with this. And the interesting part is, you don't, your external aura, right? It could be someone where you're very, maybe you love dressing up, very sensual. You don't, like, for example, if you're interested in spirituality, you're interested in angels, you admire angels, you wouldn't wear an angel pendant or something which represents spirituality and carry that with you, or wear something which is a religious symbol. You wouldn't do that, okay? And that's what I mean. It's like your external, the way you dress up, it's nothing at all to who you are internally. There is no match. They're very, very opposite, okay? And yet, once you start interacting with someone, once you start connecting to someone, it just brings out the other side to you, right? So it's like from far, if a person sees you, they wouldn't know this. But once they come closer to you and you both start interacting, it just brings out this other side of you. It brings out your sharp vision where, like I said, you can speak through them, and they emotionally connect with you. So a lot of people here, when they have the interaction, are able to connect with you quite well. Okay, then, have your image number 28, but the first thing I notice about you, I don't know if you can see, is the person's physique. So you do come across to be someone very, very physically attractive, I'm sensing. Okay, and maybe some of you do have tattoos as well. Now with this, like we can see here, is someone who is standing and someone by the other, you know, mirror. It's as if touching the person's soul. So it looks like here you are able to touch this person's soul over here and heal them in some way or the other, just by your presence, by the way you talk. Okay, it could be very, very soothing. And I feel like if you are in this type of work as well, which is very healing in whatever shape or form, all right, it could be doctors as well, it could be anything, but where you are touching a person's heart and helping them to heal, they actually feel this difference. And they feel this difference right from the first time they speak to you, because immediately they feel more relaxed, they feel more calm. Okay, I must also say that you have this other side to you, pile 3, which can be this you know, angry person. So you could come across to be someone as well sometimes who wants things to move really quickly and really frustrates you when things are not rolling fast. So you could come across to be someone a bit snappy then and be like, oh God, this is not working, that's not working. You just want things to move very, very quickly here for you. You are not a slow worker. You are someone who does things very fast. Okay, and this is what people notice about you as well, the first impression. Like you could be running around doing this, doing that. It's difficult for you over here, I'm saying, to kind of sit still, right? You're always on the go. You're always maybe interacting, socializing, working. There is something going on in your life all the time. Maybe if you're doing some work as well, you could be doing multiple work at one time. But you do come across to be someone very busy, on your feet, sorry. And yeah, that's the overall energy which I'm sensing for you, pile 3. I hope you resonated with this reading here. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And as I said in the beginning, I'm offering various readings and courses. So if you're interested in any of the services, you could email me. My email address is mentioned in the description below. And you can follow me on Instagram called monica.whisperthemystery. I shall see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye.